What's up Saab fans around the world, and welcome back to another video. So it's a pretty nice weather outside today, not too bad. The last couple of days has been pretty shitty to say the least. It has been snowing, it has been raining, but today we are going to do a little update on the rear wheel drive project again. So the last couple of weeks, if you have followed me on social media, you know what's up. I have done so much on the car. So when I did the first inspection with Testa, I got 2 notes that has been taken care of. So I have been re-welding the engine mounts and also the mounting points in the subframe. So it has been thoroughly reinforced. I don't know if you can see it really, it's inside there, but it's really sturdy. And last week I took the car out for a drive, and then it started leaking from the steering rack. So one of the banjo bolts was sitting too tight against the oil pan, so I had to disassemble everything. Took it to my buddy Gerard, who helped me to weld the hole where we have once moved the banjo bolt, and we moved it once again, so now it has some space. And from the drive yesterday I didn't have like any leaks, so that's really nice. It's very dry on the floor. And I took the car for a spin. I drove 2 laps around the block without any issues. I have solved the ABS warning light, but the speed sensor doesn't work, so that is something that we have to work out. As for today's video, I will do a little manual wheel alignment because the steering wheel is currently straight. This wheel is pointing in just slightly, I would say. So this needs to come out a little bit. And this wheel right here is pointing very much out, so it needs to come in a little bit. So I'm going to adjust the toe angles a little bit. And I have also adjusted the caster angle. If you could see right here, from the beginning I maxed this out, so I had them moved fully to that side. Now I have moved it to the middle, so now it's centered again. So that is something that I will be playing with a little bit in the future, to know how to get the steering response and everything. But right now it will stay somewhat in the center, and I will see how it behaves. So the car starts, drives. I got all 19 wheels, 19-inch BBS wheels on, with the big Michelin tires in the rear. Looks so good. I just can't start to drive this car for real. So it looks really beefy from behind, with the differential and everything. And the fitment is very good. I don't have any spacers anywhere on this car, and it sits just super perfect. So the toe angle might need to be adjusted for the rear as well. But the other thing that we will do today, I will raise the car up on all 4 corners, and we will install the inner fenders again, because I don't want to like damage any cables or anything while I'm driving. Then we will put the wheels on, and hopefully I will paint all the carbon stuff. So on this side we have one of the carbon fiber side skirts. We have the carbon fiber mirror caps, which is just wet sanded right now, so they will get a layer of clear coat. So my friends at Bilfärg.se has provided me with this paint package, which will cover everything that I need for the car. So I have 5 cans of 2K Clearcoat, which is for the carbon fiber parts. Then I have the car's paint color, which is solid black 170. So I have a few parts on the car that need to be painted. The dog leg or the rear fender needs to be painted. This is the classic rust spot. And I also found out that this car has a couple of dents. Here it has been hit. On this side the door has been hit. I don't think you see it too well on the video right now, but over there I have just painted black so it will not shine in the eyes, but that needs to be taken care of. So this door, this rear fender, the trunk has a bit of rust on it. This is also a very common spot. So these emblems will come off, and I will just paint this part right here. Then it will sit a spoiler on top, so it will be no like visible, can't find a word for it right now, but the transitions between the two paints will not be visible. So in today's video I think we will focus on getting the wheel alignment done, sit it down on all 4 wheels, then we will do a POV driving around the block a little quick. Then I will actually park up the car outside on the grass right here where I have had other cars standing, so it will just stay there for like the night or so. And then we will rig up for all the carbon fiber parts inside of the garage, and we will do some carbon fiber painting, because that is really satisfying to see it go from this dull sanded finish to the clear coat finish, so you can see the depth in the carbon fiber. It's just so good. So that's something that we will do today. So this is like one of those bad like cooking shows where they are going to prepare a meal and then they throw out the finished product. But I figured out the job that I did right now is not the most fun to watch, and it's a little bit hard to film. But I have adjusted the wheel alignment, so this one has been a little bit extended, so I think it will sit more proper. I also installed the inner fender liners in all the wheel wells. I also throw on the rear bumper, so the car looks a little bit more complete, which could be nice to see it in its entirety. And I also threw on the front bumper because I want to see it how it looks outside with everything on. Not everything, of course the hood or the bonnet will not be on, but the front bumper with the massive front mount intercooler. I will not throw on the lighting, I think. I just leave it as is and take it outside. So first I'm going to remove the carbon fiber side skirt because we are going to prep that for paint, but the front bumper and the rear bumper is going to be on together with the wheels, and we will take it out for a short little drive and see if I nailed the wheel alignment a little bit better this time. So once again we have a touchdown, and I think the steering wheel is pretty straight right now, and I would say that we have dialed in the wheel alignment a little bit better. Maybe a little bit toe in here. It's really hard to see. We will see how it behaves when we take it outside, and we will see if this front bumper will scrape. I'm pretty sure it will, but we will see. So now we got the POV view, and we will see how this goes. try to keep a little bit track of the engine temperature, because that's one of those things that I'm not 100% sure that it really works. Wheel alignment is so much better. Now I almost have the steering wheel straight. Almost. Third gear. Brakes work. Seems to work pretty fine. Sounds amazing. I think that's it for the first little test drive. Let it idle a little bit and see how it goes for the temperature. The clutch is making noises. If I put down the clutch a little bit, it starts squeaking, but if I hold it, it's not making any sound at all. Guess it's the braking process. everything is working, because it goes up to around 90 degrees or something like that. Then it goes down again to like 80. And I think you will said that the thermostat is supposed to open at 89. And since I have deleted the AC, it's a little bit different. But look here, 88, 87, 86, then it drops down again. So I think we have the engine under control, which is a really good thing. Was something laying around here just making stupid noises. Nice. We got silence again. This car is so unpolished right now, but still it looks so good. So now the paint booth is ready for service. Here I got the 2K Clearcoat from Bilfärg. And everything is wet sanded. First I used 400p or 400k, then 800k wet sand. Then everything has been wiped off with silicone removal and then a tack cloth. Before I started everything, I cleaned out the floor. I was watering everything so all of the dust gets like collected. So now we are ready for paint, and since it's pretty cold outside, I have used some fans and get the temperature up to 14 degrees Celsius. It could have been a little bit hotter, but I think this will work. So now we will start, and I will switch to my old camera because I have destroyed like 5 or 6 lenses by spraying with the camera inside of the garage. So paint ends up everywhere, so I will just keep on destroying my old camera rather than destroying my new one. And always wear a mask when you're spraying because these chemicals is quite strong. So we will begin with the light tack coat, then a little bit heavier coat, and then full coverage. And let's see how this turns out. Now it's super cloudy in here. We will have a look once the dust settles, but it turned out really good. Some parts not so good. I was a little bit eager to get like the best result, but overall it looks pretty good. This spoiler or wing right here got a little bit of runs because I applied too much clear coat. So this one I have to redo, and I think I have to redo this mirror cap also. Got a little bit too much clear coat on it, you can see on the side. Either you could just wet sand it and clear coat again, or you could just wet sand and polish, because you will have enough clear coat underneath. But yeah, we will see how it turns out when everything dries. These big side skirts was a little bit tricky since they are so big parts. So here we have the finished result without all the clouds in here. For being a spray can job, I think it turned out quite okay. Of course it has to do with the job that I have done before with sanding all the carbon fiber. And at one spot right here we have some spots underneath the clear coat, which is nothing to do with. If I would have removed them, that's from a problem that I had with the epoxy from before. So in the bigger picture I don't think it will do any difference, but the level of gloss in this clear coat is just perfect. It's really good, and it's such a big part, so it's really hard to get like the perfect finish. And you trick the eye a little bit with seeing all of this. It looks terrible, but this will not be visible because the side skirt will be flipped upside down. So what you will see when you step inside of the car will be this right here. If the camera can focus, it will be like cut off like this, because here is a seal and then you have the door and everything. So the inside doorstep will be this visible carbon, which will be awesome. So this turned out quite okay. This mirror cap turned out really good. You see the gloss is perfect. Really nice finish to it. Because the reason why I sprayed it or oversprayed it, because it got like small little tiny pinholes in the clear coat. So I tried to fill them out, and then it got a little bit too much. So you can see there is a couple of runs right here. Of course you can wet sand it and polish, but I think I will wet sand it and clear coat it again, because I have some more clear coat. And this spoiler needs to be redone as well, because here we have a lot of runs. So this will not be okay. From afar it might look okay, but nah, it's not really up to the standards, but the carbon fiber looks nice at least. It was quite a difficult part to wrap with the carbon fiber, but it turned out quite okay. So overall I think this job turned out quite okay, and we have ticked off some things on the car. We know that the coolant system works. I tried to up the heat in the car, and that's a good thing. I know that the heater works, because that was one of the hard parts to install in the car, to keep the original heater package, to know that all the fans and everything works, and it really works. So that's really good as well. The car drives okay, a little fine adjustment on the wheel alignment, then it's good. So right now I will let these parts cure inside of the house so they fully cure, then install these. But first I need to repaint the parts on the actual car that need to be painted, install all the parts, then I have to weigh the car, then I have to dyno the car, because there is a weight to power ratio on this car that I need to try to hit. I think it will be allowed to have like 430 horsepower or something like that. So that is what I'm trying to hit. Those are the two first and big parts. After that has been done, I will book the final inspection of the car. Then there's a registration inspection as well, and then there's a regular inspection of the car. And when I'm releasing this video, I think it's 47 days to the Saab festival, so it's a really tight of time, and the time is just running out, and there is so much more that I have to do beside the car. So I have a family, I have a job, etc. But I will try my best to get this to the Saab festival, and the cost of all these inspections is just silly, but I will do my best. The car runs. Let's hope that nothing else breaks along the way and I can start do some test driving on the road. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the video a lot. And please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. And if you have any questions, drop a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.